Hello, this is Maestro X, and I'm going to go over the Level 1 Academic Word of the Day, contrary, for Week 1, Quarter 4. Let's take a look at the flashcard. The word contrary has 3 syllables, and the emphasis or stress is on the first syllable, con. So we say contrary. Contrary. It is used mostly as an adjective, although it can be used as a noun, as you see in the familiar words list. But let's focus on the adjective definitions, as that's how you will be asked to use it on your home fun. The first definition is different from something or against something. And in this definition, we often use contrary as part of a phrase, contrary to something. Let's take a look at some examples. Here we have the sentence, contrary to popular belief, many cats dislike milk. You can see contrary as being part of a phrase here, contrary to popular belief. It means opposite or against popular belief. Most people think that cats actually like milk, but that's not true. Most cats actually dislike milk. So we say contrary to popular belief or opposite to popular belief. Another example, contrary to expectations in the weather forecast, we had a fine day for the experiment. So here, maybe the expectations and the weather forecast was that it would be a very poor day, maybe rainy and stormy. But contrary to that, or opposite that, the reality was that we actually had a fine day for the experiment. So opposite the expectations or weather forecast, we had a fine day. So again, contrary being used as part of this phrase, contrary to something. And the something that is described is the opposite of what actually happened. Okay, let's take a look at the second definition. The second definition is used as a more standard adjective, but it's only used before the noun. Okay? And it means completely different in nature or direction. Completely different. So if we look back at our sentences, our example sentence, which is your academic word of the day sentence of the day, is in a persuasive essay, you should include a contrary opinion and show why it is wrong. Okay? In quarter 2, you write a persuasive essay in English 2 and in English 3. And in a persuasive essay, you're trying to convince others of something. But you also have to show the opposite opinion or the contrary opinion and then demonstrate why that opinion is wrong. That is good writing. Okay, let's take a look at your familiar words. As I said, contrary can also be used as a noun. So in this example, or this case, contrary just simply means the opposite fact or the opposite situation. So you can say, for example, the man was considered guilty, but the contrary was the truth, which means that he was actually innocent. Okay? So here it's the contrary, the opposite belief or the opposite situation. Contrarily means doing something in a way that's opposite. Okay? A lot of times we use this to describe kids who are doing things the opposite of what is expected, so it has a negative connotation. Okay, like the students were behaving contrarily. In other words, they were not behaving well. They were behaving opposite of how it should be expected. And in this way, they are demonstrating contrariness. contrariness, the noun form. Okay? A behavior that shows opposite. Synonyms are opposed, conflicting, and adverse. And your synonyms are similar or agreeable. Try to learn at least one of them. Okay? If you got this one wrong on your reassessment, write another original sentence and visual, make a visual on a separate card. You do not need to include the other 3 boxes, just the sentence and the visual, and staple it to your reassessment and turn it back in. All right, happy studying.